Hello, and welcome to this very awesome training and a video class on a 7-step system for writing a sales letter or a landing page from scratch in 2 hours. Right? This very easy A to Z system can help you, a beginner, anybody who wants to write a landing page or a sales page to sell information products, to sell e-commerce products, to sell a service or anything at all, right? And this is the step-by-step system I want to show you. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is MK Akan, and I am an expert copywriter. I've been in this space for 10 years. I started in 2009, and I've been in this space for more than 10 years. So over that period of time, I've learned so many things about making money online, writing copy, selling with words, creating digital products, and I've done a lot of things. I've made a lot of mistakes, and I've learned a lot of secrets, and that is what I'm going to be sharing with you today. I am also the founder of the Nigerian Copywriting Club, which is one of the biggest copywriting communities in Africa. Right now, we have over 13,000 members, okay? Go over there and you will see we have more than 30,000 members, Nigerian Copywriting Club. All right. So today I'm going to show you step by step, in 7 steps, how you can write a sales page, a landing page, selling any product that you have. Now I want to say a few things and before I start. Now what I'm about to show you here is a very concise explanation of what could take you years to learn. It is not something that it's not possible to teach you everything in the 30 minutes that we have together. So I'm just going to show you a very comprehensive summary of the steps you need to take to be able to learn how to write copy very fast. And then if you want to take it further from there, you'll be able to get access to more comprehensive trainings and courses that you want from me. All right, so look out for my emails, look out for that post. Now another thing I want to say before I start is that a lot of people, when they hear copywriting or writing a sales page, writing a landing page, the first thing that comes to their mind is writing, right? After all, it's called copywriting. But that is not the case. It is not writing. Writing is the last thing you do. There are a number of things you need to do before you write a word. And I'm going to be talking about some of those things in this step-by-step system. It is very powerful. It is very comprehensive. So I want to advise you to watch this again and take action on any offer that I send to you to learn more. So step 1 is called research. You cannot write copy for anything you are selling if you have not done some research. And when I talk about research, I'm not talking about academic research. It's not research you do in school. It is simpler, it is faster, it is easier. The research you are doing is to know who you're talking to. If you don't know who you're talking to, you won't know what to write. Okay? So before you write any word, you have to do research. The purpose of your research is to know your audience, to know exactly what they want. In copywriting and in selling or persuasion, when you understand what somebody wants, when you understand the needs of your audience, you'll be able to say the things that will make sense to them. Okay? You'll be able to say the things that will make sense to them. So that's the purpose of research. Now, how do you do research? There are so many steps to doing research, but I tell you, I'm going to give you very few methods that are very powerful. The most important research you need to do is the research on your audience. Okay? There are usually 3 research you should do. Research on your audience, research on the product, research on your competition. Okay? Research on your audience, research on the product or the product creator, and research on your competition. The most important research you have to do is the research on your audience. Why? Because your audience are the guys or the people that are going to pay you money. If you don't say the right things to them, if you are not saying the things that make sense to them, you will not get the money that you're trying to get, the action that you're trying to get. So it's very important. So what's the easiest way to do research for your audience? Talk to your audience directly. If you know somebody who is the prime target for what you're trying to sell, get the person on the phone. Chat with the person to find out a number of things. Talk to the person directly one-on-one if you can. Do it on email, do it on the phone, or do it on WhatsApp. Or if you go to a Facebook group or a Facebook page, you can talk to somebody. Please, can I talk to you for a minute? I want to ask you some question about so topic. Okay? So take for example, you want to sell something about weight loss, or a product on weight loss. The best person to talk to is somebody who is struggling with weight. Just cool the person down, ask the person a few questions. You are going to gain a lot of insights about the person and that target audience from that question. If you make assumptions, you will not learn anything and you won't know what to write. From that small interview, you're going to find out what is the person worried about because of the problem he or she has. How is the life of that person affected by that problem? Okay? What solutions have the person tried? All right? What does the person want? And how would the person want the problem solved? A lot of those questions will give you insight about what to say, what to make in your offer, and a lot more. So, talk to a number of people who are in your target audience. You're going to learn a lot about what you're trying to sell. Other ways you can conduct copywriting research, market research, if you don't have access to people, is to go to forums. There are forums for every topic. If you're trying to sell a particular kind of topic, product, there's somebody complaining about the problem, there's somebody telling a story about that problem, there's somebody telling other people about how he feels about that problem. From there, you can get insight about the people in that market, what they are afraid of, what they want, how their life has been affected by the problem, the solutions they have tried, what they believe, and the lingo in that market. So forums, online forums, so Nairaland, you can learn so much. Or you just search for topic forum. So if you're doing dog training forum, or something like that, you will learn a lot from there. Facebook groups are also very powerful. For every topic you want to write copy for, there's a group. Pages, all right, you can also learn a lot. Twitter is a place people just speak their mind. Go and search Twitter for the different topics. You will see people tweeting and you see the replies. You will see the sentiments in the market. The last thing you can do is you go and study other people's sales pages. Now, I'm not saying go and copy somebody's sales page. Go and study what the person did. And you have to be a sales page that is working. What are you studying? You want to see who the person is targeting, because when you write a good sales page, you are going to target somebody. You're going to sell to somebody. You're going to write things that will reveal the market, emotional triggers, the fear of the market, the promise you are making in the product. Okay, and all of those things, the promise being made, the big promise, the problem that is solved, the kind of offer that is made, all of that you can learn from studying other people's sales letters, and then you can get ideas of what you can do in your own. Now, I did not say go and copy somebody's sales letter. Go and see what they did, pick some ideas there, and use it in your copy. Okay? So research, you can do research you can do, depending on the project and your time. You can do research for 30 minutes. You can do research for 1 hour. You can do research for 1 week. It all depends. Okay. Though this video training is to show you how you can write copy in 2 hours. Now, writing copy is different from what you need to do before you write. Like I said before you write copy, there are things you need to do. Okay. So these are the things I'm going to show you, and depending on how fast you can do those things, you can take some time. So you're going to research before you write the copy. All right, and then that can be 10 minutes depending on who you're talking. If you're talking to somebody directly, that can be 20 minutes, that can be 1 hour. These are the things you prepare before you write the copy. Okay, very important. Don't write your copy until you have done your research. Very important. Unless you know the market already, but if you don't know the market, if you are yet to know what the people in there, and you just go about writing the copy, you will struggle. Okay, that's step 1. Very important step. Step number 2. Step number 2 is not to go and write copy after you've done your research. That's also another mistake people make. Step number 2 is for you to craft an irresistible offer. Now, let me say this. Your offer is more important than your copy. Now, that might sound like a surprise to a lot of people, but that is the truth. The audience is more important than your copy. After that, you have the offer. And then the last thing is your offer. So audience offer, then copy. What is an offer? An offer is what your target audience will get when they pay you money. What they will get when they do the thing you want them to do, and most times you want them to make payment. What will they get? So the first thing you need to know about your offer is that it has to be something your target market wants. I don't care the kind of bonuses you are given. If your main offer and everything you are giving them does not align with what your target market really wants, you're going to fail, no matter how sweet your copy is. Take, for example, somebody wants to lose weight, and you are now giving the person a product that will increase blood in their system. Okay? That does not align with what they want. So no matter the bonuses you're going to add to that, as long as it does not align with what they want, you will fail, no matter how sweet your copy is. So it's important that you understand exactly what your target audience wants first before you go about trying to craft copy, okay? Or go about trying to craft the offer. So number one, align the main offer and the offer generally. Let it be exactly what they want. Number two, bonuses. Human beings love bonuses. Anytime you want to sell something, always find a way to add bonuses. Bonuses are anything extra you can add to the main product to make it look very rich, to make it have more value. You can have all kinds of bonuses. Bonuses can be done for you bonuses. Bonuses that are done for you means you solve a problem and give it to your client. For example, you are selling a product on how to lose weight, okay? And then you can do a eating schedule for your customer. That's a done for you. You have done that schedule for them. That's something that's very valuable. People love things that are done for you. So if you can add done for you bonuses, that will be a perfect bonus for them. You can add other courses, trainings that can help them achieve their goal. Remember, your training, your bonuses also have to align with their goals, okay? You can have bonuses that are sometimes not even around the goal of the offer. So you can have bonuses that are physical products, bonuses like your phone, anything that can help the buyer take an action to do what you want is a good bonus. So you can have digital bonuses, physical bonuses, and that's totally fine, okay? Then another thing you have to think about when creating the offer is money back guarantee. People will trust you more if you can say, if you use my product and it doesn't work, ask for your money back within 30 days, within 60 days, within 90 days. When you do that, people can trust you more and believe that your products must be of high quality before you can do that. Of course, you don't need to use guarantees for everything, okay? You have to test, but most times guarantees are powerful, and the longer your guarantee, the better. We can even have things like money back guarantees that are double your money back guarantees. When you say, use my product, if it does not work, I will give you back double your money. This is guarantees that you use when you are very sure of your product, and that is a kind of proof that will help your customer want to buy from you, okay? So money back guarantees, you have to think about money back guarantees. Now before you write copy, you need to sit down and write this thing down. Write the main product, write the bonuses you're going to add, write exactly what the money back guarantee will be, okay? Then the price. Are you going to give exact price? Is it going to be a discount? You just write what the price will be, and are you going to have a payment plan, which means will they pay now, pay per month? Are you going to have a trial, 1 week free trial, and then they pay next week? All of those things are part of your payment and price strategy, okay? It is still part of your offer. Then another thing you can do is to add discount. So somebody buys this training and gets a discount for something else. Or you have deals with some other companies that if people buy your offer, they will have discount for other people's offer, okay? Take for example, you're selling shoes, physical shoes, and then you give an offer that if you buy my shoe, I will give you 20% discount to somebody who sells clothes. You can go there and get 10% discount. It can happen. And that is something you can add as an offer. You can also have a support group as a bonus. people have access to you. Now, these are the different things you can add to your offer to make it very irresistible. See the thing, people love deals, and when you have an irresistible offer, it is a deal, because somebody is paying maybe $10 and what he's getting in value is maybe $1,000. That is what you want your irresistible offer to seem like. People are paying for more than what people are getting more than what they are paying for. All right. So anytime you make your target audience seem like, wow, I am getting a very good deal, or they will think that what you are giving them is nothing compared to what they are paying for, they will love it and they will pay for it, and that is called an irresistible offer. And you should work on your offer first before you write your copy. Okay? Work on your offer, let it be irresistible already without the copy, and then you now write your copy. So when you're done with your research, in fact, your research helps you to know what to add in your offer. Because when you're doing your offer, when you're doing your research, you'll be able to find out the different problems people have, and you can turn those problems into bonus courses you can add to make your offer irresistible. That's why research is very important. You need the research to be able to write your copy and to be able to make an irresistible offer. Do it. Now, the next step is step 3. This is where you're going to start writing your copy. Now, this is what I usually do to help me to stay focused. I use a sales copy outline. Now, this outline here is not the only outline in the world. It's not the ultimate outline in the world, because the truth is this: for whatever you are selling, there are hundreds of outlines you can use. There is no one outline that is the best in the world. No. People have their own outlines, people have their own preference, and you can change. An outline is also called a copy structure. A structure is different parts of the same thing. The whole goal of writing copy is to generate sales. So it doesn't matter the kind of structure you use or the kind of outline you use, as long as it gives you the goal of a sale. Okay? So this is an outline you can use, but there are many outlines and there are many other kinds of structures. Okay? Usually an outline starts with a headline, with a lead. Those ones are usually permanently there. Okay? Outline starts with a headline, a lead. Then you can have testimonials immediately after your lead. You can have your credibility section. Then you have the body copy. The body copy is where you counter objections. All right? I'm not going to be able to explain everything to you because this is a very short video. Okay? But an objection is anything your reader will use to say, no, I will not buy this product. Any reason, legitimate reason that your reader will not buy your product is an objection. It could be a reason from the market or a reason from them. Take for example, you are selling a cream. That the cream is supposed to give people glowing skin. Now, the buyer might think, will this thing affect my health? If I use this cream, will it affect my health? Will it work for my type of skin? My skin is dry. Will it work for me? That's an objection. It is your job in your copy to counter this objection. Okay? And this is normally done in what I call the body copy. And you will know what objections are during your research. You're going to find out what the objections are during your research when you contact and converse with your target market. That's why I keep saying the research is very important. The research is where you can also learn about the objections, the different reasons why your target audience will not buy from you is an objection. So your job is to name out the objections and counter them in your copy. After you have done that in the body copy, you introduce your offer. Your offer is what you're selling. You introduce it, and this is where you're going to put all what you've written down in the offer section. You put it down there and articulate it much better. Then after you make your offer, you can now reveal the price. Now, depending on what you are selling, if it is a very cheap product, 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira, you can reveal the price right after the headline. Okay? And you can just have buy buttons in every section of your copy. But if it is a high price product, you can have your price just after you reveal the offer. Okay? That is how you can go about it. If it is a cheap product, 2,000, 1,000, 3,000, you can reveal the price immediately and just have it after your headline. Doesn't matter. But if it is a bit more expensive, 20K, 30K, 100K, right, you can put it after the price review. Then you can also have testimonial. Now, testimonial can come in any part of your copy. You can have testimonial in the headline. You can have testimonial in the different parts. But this is where I'm putting them, okay? Then the close is where you tell people buy, click here to buy. You have made all your points. You're now telling them and encouraging them, click here, buy, order now. Click here, buy, order now, okay? After that, you have something called future pacing. Future pacing simply means you telling your buyer how their life will be after they use your product, how their life will be. Imagine what happens when you finally use this product and you begin to get the results. This is what's going to happen to you. You'll be able to do this, you'll be able to do that. Okay? That is what we call future pacing. FAQ is where you answer questions that your target audience will have. Frequently asked questions. Every audience, every prospect have questions. These are also objections. So you carry the objections and answer them as a question. Then you ask, so if you are selling, let's say you're selling a physical product that is supposed to help you glow, help your skin glow. There are many objections, many questions. Will this affect my health? That is one question. You say, no, this will not affect your health. This product does not have chemicals that will affect your health. And this is why you can add your proof. Next question could be, can this thing give me, can it work for my skin? I have dry skin. Can it work for me? And you can tell them the answer. This will work for people who have all kinds of skin, whether your skin is dry or moist or your complexion is different. So you think about the different questions that people will have and you answer them in the FAQ section. Okay, very important. The last part is where you mention your name and then you have what we call the PS section, postscript. This is where you summarize your headline or summarize your offer, and then this is where you tell them to buy finally. Now, depending on what you're selling, you don't need to use everything here, okay? If you're selling a very cheap product, there's some things you don't need to use here. You can have any part of this outline removed, no problem. But you will need to have the headline, you might have the lead, you need to have where you talk about the value, the problem that this product will solve. You have to introduce the offer. You have to have proof and testimonials. Then you have close. That can be it. So depending on what you're selling, you can pick the different parts and use. But you must always have the headline. You must always have the lead. You must always have the close. And you must always have the offer revealed. Okay? So the more of these things you use in your copy, the longer it will be and the better it will convert. Okay? The longer it will be and the better it will convert. Don't be fooled. The more you can explain the value of what you're selling, the better it is for you. The more you can explain the value of what you're selling, the better it is for you. Okay. Let's go on to the next step. The next step, after you have written your outline, is you start working on a different part of your outline. Okay. Now remember, in this outline section, you can just outline them first. You don't need to start filling them up. You can just outline them. What you want to, the different parts that you want to use in your copy, put it in the outline. So you can see how this thing is. I can decide to start working on each of them separately. Okay? So we'll start working on the headline. There are many kinds of headlines and there are many types of headlines. I can't teach you everything about headline in this very short video, but I'm going to give you 3 headlines that work almost all the time. Number 1 is how to headline, how to do something, how to solve a problem, how to make this result, how to get this. That is a very simple headline. How to do this without this, how to do this using just this, how to do this without this in this amount of time. These are templates you can use. That's direct how-to headline. But there are other 2 kinds of headlines you can use. That is a story headline that has to do with you. How I made 200 million in 1 year using my phone and a 3-step secret system. That's an example. You're talking about yourself. How I built a list of 200,000 subscribers in 3 months. All right. How I built a Facebook group of 30,000 members in 2 years. All right, that's something that I'm thinking of creating. All right, so all of this headline talking about you and the result that you've gotten and you sharing your steps. So it's very powerful. So if you are trying to sell something that you have gotten results with, you can use how I. Another kind of headline you can use is how somebody else got a result. How a 23-year-old woman made 2 million in 6 months using her phone and a 3-step secret system. Okay, that is you telling somebody's story. Story headlines are very powerful. So think about it that way. You can use this headline framework, any of them, to be able to generate sales. Like I told you, there are so many other things. You can't learn everything about headline in this short training, but there are many, and you can learn them in my copywriting training program, in my copywriting school. There's so much you can learn there. All of these things I explain in detail in that copywriting program. So let's go on. Number 5. After you have worked on your headline, now you have to remember, your headline is the most important part of your copy. Now, we've talked about research, we've talked about the offer, and then now we're talking about the copy. Research first, which is research for your audience. Your offer is the second thing. The last thing is the copy. In your copy, the most important part is your headline, because it is the first thing your target audience will see. So you have to try different headlines. You have to write the number of headlines and test. Okay. After you're done with the headline, you can start filling the different part of your outline. Remember this outline here. Now, and if I'm done with the headline, I'll copy the headline and paste in where I have headline section. Okay. Then I also have my lead. A headline will also go with the lead. Okay. The lead is where you introduce the lead is where you're going to introduce your copy. So, dear friend, in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you how to do dash and dash. That is the direct promise opening. Then we also have another opening called the if and then. Dear friend, if you are struggling with bedwetting and it is embarrassing you and your family, and you want to stop it and never be ashamed of yourself anymore, then this is the best sales letter you are going to read today. That's if and then. Dear friend, if you are overweight and you are unhappy with your weight and you want to slim down and look as sexy as ever and gain your confidence, then you are going to love the secret I reveal in this sales letter. That's if and then. Okay. You can also have a lead where you start with a story. Dear friend, 2 years ago, I was embarrassed in a wedding reception. A girl of 5 years old. A 5-year-old girl walked up to me and said, "Auntie, when are you going to get married?" Okay, that is like a story, and you can use that at the beginning of your sales copy. Stories are powerful, and you can use that to sell something that you're working on. Okay, that's an example. So the headline and the lead will go together, and that's fine. Okay, so let's go to step 5. You start filling up the different parts of your copy. You can pick any part of your copy and you fill it up. You can start filling different parts of your copy. Now, you don't need to start from, you can work on, I like to work on my headline first, but it doesn't mean that you cannot go back and edit it and change it. But after that, you can work on any parts, okay? You can go and work on your offer and put place where the offer is. You can work on the close of your letter, where you tell them, come and buy. You can jump to different parts. You can work on the body copy, where you talk about the benefit of the program, where you talk about stories about people who use the program, where you can counter the objections. You can work on different parts of your copy. You don't have to start from the lead and right to the end, no? I'm saying you can jump from part to part. The whole point is to fill it up with your copy. Fill it up with your copy. Now, when you're filling your outline, you don't want to read it and edit it. You just want to fill it up. Get your idea on paper. Get the idea on paper first before you think about editing. Now, during your research, you're going to find objections. In your body copy, you are going to turn those objections into subheads. So, for example, somebody says, an objection to a product is, will this affect my skin? So you can say, that is an objection. You can turn that objection to a subhead. This product you can say this product does not affect your skin, or you can turn it to a promise. this product will make your skin glow no matter your skin type. So you're turning that objection into a promise that is going to be used as a subhead. I hope that makes sense. The subhead are the different parts of your copy where the fonts are much bigger. Okay, it helps you to segment the copy and makes it scannable and skimmable. People can just skim through your copy. When you look on a sales letter, you're going to see some parts where the words are bold. Okay, that is a subhead. So do all of that for the objections and fill it up, and just be filling it up with different copy, 3 lines, 2 lines, 5 lines, and fill it up, and then you're good to go. Now, after you have filled up your copy, we are going to make a lot of claims. You're going to make a lot of claims in your copy. What is a claim? A claim is a statement or promise that you make that is not yet proven. Okay? So you can say, a claim can be, after you read this training, you're going to make $5 million in 6 months. That's a claim. You can say, I made $100,000 in 2 weeks. I made $100,000 in 2 weeks. It's a claim. Until we are able to know for sure that what you're saying is true, then it's just a claim. How do you confirm that what you're saying, how would your reader confirm what you're saying is true? This is where you're going to add proof. Now, believe me, your readers don't believe you. A lot of them do not believe you. So everything you say in your sales copy is only a claim until you prove it. So they're going to doubt so many things that you're saying. So the only way you can kill their doubt is to add proof. And a proof is anything you can add to your copy to confirm that a statement you have made is the truth. And there are 40 kinds of proof. I'm not going to be able to teach all of that here, but in my copywriting school, you're going to learn all of this in detail. So here are some of the proof elements you can use. Stories, you can use it as proof. Before and after images, add it to your copy. You can use it as proof. Testimonials, you can use it as proof. Any quote from an authority confirming what you said. Take for example, you said, I made $100,000 in 2 weeks. A proof that you can use there is a picture of the money sent to your account. That's proof. You can take a picture or do a video. Okay? Somebody says, this product is going to make your skin glow. How do you confirm that and add proof? You can have before and after photo of somebody who didn't use the product and what the person looked like after using the product for a month. That's proof. You should always add proof to your copy. If you add proof to your copy, you're going to make a lot of sales. In fact, if you have proof in your copy, you don't need to write much. If you just have enough proof, you don't need to write much. All right? People will believe you and they will take action. Proof kills the need for long copy. Have enough proof and you are good to go. Testimonial is the popular kind of proof. What do people say about your training? What do people say about you? What do people say about the product? That is testimonials. Who is an authority in that niche? What has he said? What has he or she said concerning the product, concerning the topic, concerning you, the seller? You can also use graph and charts as proof elements. Now, the proof you decide to use will depend on what you are claiming and the kind of proof available. Okay? You can use different proof for different things that you are trying to do. For different claims in your sales page. Explanation. When you can logically explain something, it can stand as proof. Okay, so if you have nothing else but you can explain that thing, that is a proof. Research findings. What are scientists saying concerning that topic? What did the doctor say about it? All of these things add proof to your statement. Demonstration videos. If you're selling e-commerce, you should have a demonstration video of the product. It beats any amount of long English. If you can give a video, a 1 minute video showing how something works is more powerful than 1,000 words of written word. All right, written word, you're trying to convince somebody. A demo video is proof that shows what you're saying is true. Okay, so don't forget that if you're selling e-commerce products, use videos of your product in action and getting the result with it. Okay. After you have put all these proof elements, now these proof elements will come under every claim you're making in your subheads. Anywhere that you're making claims that you need to add those proof elements, you put them. The proof elements you can find online by doing research, searching online, asking questions, taking snapshots, asking people to do short videos, testimonials, all of those things are proof elements. And like I said, you can learn a lot from my copywriting coaching program, which is Copywriting School, where I teach a lot, about 45 videos going in depth on all of these topics. All right. So if you come and join that program, you're going to learn so much. Okay, let's go on. Number 7, edit your copy. Now, editing your copy is the last thing you do. You do not edit your copy when you are writing your copy. You don't edit it while you're writing your copy. Editing means you're going to change the length of sentences. You're going to change some words. You're going to replace some words. Now, you're going to change I and we to you and your. Remember, people only care about themselves. Before somebody will read your sales page, it is because he or she has a problem that you promise you're going to solve. So talk about what the problem is to them and how your product will solve the problem for them. So use a lot of you. Your problem will be solved when you use this product. You will feel this way. You will get this result. That is what the reader wants to hear. Not about, they don't want to hear you, we, our company does this, that. No. They want to know what you can solve and what problems you can solve for them. And that's where your copy editing comes in. So work on changing I's and we's to you and your. You also need to break your sentences to be shorter. You don't need to write long sentences. Make it shorter, use full stops, make it easy to read. Remember, copy or sales copy, landing pages, sales pages is not an academic work. You're not going to write a thesis. You're not writing a term paper. You want people to be able to understand you. So use simple words. Change all those big grammar to simple words. Nobody is going to give you an award for big English when you're selling. All right? If you want to use some parts of your copy to be pidgin English, as long as people understand you, go ahead and use it. Okay? So break anything that is too long, break it into 2 sentences. And then usually when you want to edit, it's good after writing it, leave your copy and come back to it the next day and look at it with fresh eyes. Read it out loud to yourself. You're going to see where you're stumbling. Then you correct it. You can also give somebody to read it out for you, and you will see where the person does not flow well, and you can correct it there. Okay? If you do this, you'll be able to write your copy. Now, if you do this, if you do the research and do the offer on time, you'll be able to write the copy in actually less than 1 hour if you follow these simple rules. Okay? Now, where you might have to spend some time is to edit, right? Writing the copy can be done in an hour or 2. Okay? The way you're going to be able to waste some time is during your research, and it's worth it during your research. But I say you can do research in 30 minutes. You can do research in 20 minutes, all depending on your topic and your niche and how far you want to go, or the price of what you're selling. You can write the copy in 1 hour, okay, using the structure, filling it up with things, adding the proof element. And in 30 minutes, you can edit. Then the next day, you can look at it again and edit it. And your copy is ready to go. That's easy as that. But, of course, there are so many other things here that you need to learn. If you're brand new, the best thing you can do is to learn these things in details. There are so many other details, secrets to writing sales copy that generate sales. There are a lot of secrets. And for the last 10 years, I've been learning this, and I've been teaching people in my Nigerian copywriting group. And I want to show you some of these secrets that will help you write copy for any kind of product or service, and then you'll be able to get results. So if you like and you love what I just showed you here, it works. Use the same system to write your copy. And if you want to learn much more and become even more perfect, I invite you to click this link and go to copywriting.com.ng. Just click that link. You're going to see a very detailed sales page explaining the different things you will get from me and how you'll be able to master this skill better and better. I hope that you've enjoyed this class so far. I hope you've learned a thing or two so far. And I advise you to go ahead and join my copywriting school so that you can learn a lot more. I'm going to be sending you more emails, sharing you more ideas. And if you have a question, you can reach out to me. I'll do my best to answer, okay? But for those who want to take the next step and master this skill so that they can write copy for themselves, write for clients, and make a lot of money, head to copywriting.com.ng right now and you're going to see access to a very comprehensive sales page showing you exactly what you get. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. My name is MK Akan, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.